Hello and welcome, I am Carynx and this is Dark Souls 3. Also, I am very happy because in the last episode we at long last beat the old Demon King. I was dreading the boss fight, truth be told, and yet we succeeded. At the cost of both the NPC phantoms were summoned, mind you, but I will take that victory all the same. Now, before we go any further, I've got a few item descriptions to look at again. Specifically of the new soul and then a few other items as well. The shriveled old Demon King is now like a clump of burnt ash, but he is the last living witness of the chaos of Irithyll. Well, he was, more like, considering we have slain him in the last episode. We also dug up a couple of pyromancies, such as Sacred Flame. Pyromancy taught among savages, flame burrows inside foes and ignites. Originally used in a ceremony for cleansing sacrificial impurities, and thereby lending the spell its name. As barbaric as it seems, this may in fact be quite fitting for the savage pyromancers, who consider themselves servants of the divine. I guess so. And we've got Toxic Mist, which is what the Great Swamp Cuculus was using, I'm pretty sure. Unique pyromancy of Angie, and that never gained currency in the Great Swamp. Creates an intense poison mist. And written from the Great Swamp, but to say that at the end of his journey, Angie happened upon a virulent poison, and a young lady. Yeah, for those who don't know anything about DS1, Angie was one of the few pyromancy trainers in the game, and also one of the NPCs related to the Chaos Servant Covenant. The current leader of which is who is being referred to as the young lady here, I would think. Lightning Stake, we have that one as well. A lost dragon slaying miracle. Oddly enough, for some reason the Sand Room was able to cast this. And this tale describes the lost practices of ancient dragon slayers, who found that in order to pierce dragon scale, lightning should not be hurled as a bolt, but rather be thrust as a stake directly into the dragon's hide to be truly effective. Yeah, it is a fancy miracle if the miracle build is what you're going after. Did we find anything else? Yes, we did. We have some weapons to look at as well, I know. One of them being the Fume Ultra Greatsword. Look at the weight of that thing. This twisted sword, the heaviest of all Ultra Greatswords, resembles black slate. This weapon, said to belong to a traitor from long ago, was so heavy that it found no owner and became a forgotten relic of history. And of course, as most Ultra Greatswords, it has the Stomp weapon out. That must be at minimum the second heaviest weapon in the game, if not the heaviest. We also got the shield to go along with it, don't we? Black Iron Great Shield, yeah. Great Shield made of black iron and deeply feared for its association with the Night Slayer Torrig. Black iron offers high defense and is particularly effective at the warding of fire. Without lowering your guard, strike the enemy. Yeah, shield bash. Also an incredibly heavy shield, as expected for Great Shield. I'm pretty sure this was originally Black Iron Tarkus's equipment, minus the sword, mind you. And the sword stems from Dark Souls 2, from the purple named Fume Knight the boss. Anyway, there's two more items to look at actually, and those are the catalysts we found, the Irithyll Staff and the White-Haired Talisman, which if I'm not mistaken are both hybrid talismans. Ancient catalyst of the Witch of Irithyll and her daughters, used long before the dawn of chaos and of pyromancy. With the birth of the Chaos Flame, and the Flame Witches were once both sorcerers and shamans, Faith adjusts the power of sorceries cast using this catalyst. The staff also seems to boost the power of dark sorceries. Okay, so the hybrid is just one of the weapons you need if you want to be using the dark stuff on the hexes. And White-Haired Talisman, that's the other one we found. And this lock of hair belonged to a deformed member of the Chaos Witches, mothers of the art of pyromancy. Fashioned into talisman, it enables the wielder to cast both miracles and pyromancies. Yeah, this thing is certainly a hybrid weapon with combustion weapon art, which is interesting. Anyway, let's go see what we can turn the demon soul into. Chaos Bad Vestiges, which is pretty much one of the nastiest spells to use in PvP. Traces of the tumultuous seedbed of both the beings known as demons. Hurls chaos flame that scorches vicinity. And demons born from fire bore its smouldering essence and perished soon after. Men shares this report of the flames to this day. And the other one is the Old King's Great Hammer, which interestingly has both intelligence and faith scaling. Great Hammer of the Old Demon King. This weapon has survived since Old Isalith and is imbued with remnants of the Chaos Flame. And it's a mix of perseverance as a weapon art and the explosion the boss was doing when he slammed his hammer in the ground. But I think I will take the Chaos Bad Vestiges here, because you never know.
Treat the Firekeeper not she isn't.
It's a fancy spell to have. Well, no, and that pretty much concludes Smoldering Lake as an area. Hooray! Which also means I should be reattuning some of my magic here. I'll keep Profuse Sweat in because that's an interesting spell, and then get you in. These things are all in all not going to be that useful, are they? Anyway, before we move on to anywhere else, it's been some time since we had any lack of co-op, so... I'm gonna see if we can actually get some co-op going in the Smoldering Lake for a change. Because the catacombs were already not looking particularly great. We are level 56, 10 rolls at 56 hollowing. So yeah, it's been raking up quickly now, hasn't it? But yeah, then again we died like what, 5 times, 2 stupid deaths and a few times to getting all the items in the molten lava. But interesting experience to be sure. I will place my sign in an obvious enough spot for this. Ah, yeah. We'll spend like 5 minutes here, see if we get summoned. If that doesn't work, we will move on to our next destination of Irithyll. Well, Smoldering Lake is one of those areas I tend to say is not for beginners. But despite everything, we made it through it with not too many difficulties, save for grabbing all of those items out of the lava. Yeah, it is a safe zone. That's pretty much how we beat the worm. And now all lies quiet in Smoldering Lake. Well, I don't even know what to really say about this place, other than that it gives me light frame rate drops, and when you're quickly turning, you can see the game sort of struggles to render the high resolution textures for everything. I might actually head over this way to where the shortcut back up to the catacombs lies. And see if Andrew is still standing there, though she probably won't be. If she still is, we can tell her of, well, the ill fate that befell Horace. The bridge is probably not even going to be down though. Well, let's make me bonfire. My summons don't disappear immediately. I probably will. Well, it's still up for now. Yeah, this room has a bag of fun. We'll conquer this demon just as well as we conquered the demon king. I can do this all day, skeletons. Hey, so I'm being summoned after all. Look at you. Anytime now. That's convenient. Hello, welcome. It has been a long time. I should maybe pop something else other than this. Yeah, human pine reason, that will do. Carver's flameback is just not going to be great for fighting the demon. Judging by how quiet it is, yeah, I assume that is quite literally what we are going to do. Well, good hunting to us. Still hit me. Jeez. Okay, I need to stop getting myself hit quite so easily. Phase 2. Ring. Yeah, ring. Stop going after the host. Okay, back away. Oh. Well, it's already over. We have done it quite easily. That went well. Glad to be doing a co-op every now and then. Glad to still be getting summons, I should say. Anyway, back to my usual covenant. I'm sure this one is going to prove most interesting in the next area, because we are, after all, going to Irithyll. That's sort of one of the PvP hubs of the game. Irithyll, both that and Underlunda. Underlunda more so because it's just like the Road of Sacrifices type 2 PvP covenant. But in general, Irithyll of the Boreal Valley sees a lot of invasions as well. I'm quite certain we won't make it through without being invaded. Should actually be able to reach that. I'm not sure I'd care much for being hit with that though. Hang on, now fire bombs as well, I know those work. If it actually hit. But I don't think Anri is here anymore. Give me a ladder. Either way, to Irithyll we now go. Already looking forward to being invaded by all kinds of people with proper PvP builds. Yeah, Anri's gone. Just the prism stone left. But I've already seen that in a previous episode. Just noticed I still have this setup on. It's not good. I can't cast Pyromons with Sorcerer Staff, can I now? Going to go back to Filing Shrine for just one moment though. I could actually really use some more of the green herbs. I'm almost out and I can afford like 10 of them now. Souls won't be that much of a concern now because Irithyll of the Boreal Valley is quite literally the big step into the mid game.
Ashen, huh?
And here that you will really notice the both the increase in the difficulty of the regular mobs you fight. Where's the catacombs there? Highlight Volnir, just get me this way. But you'll also come to see the huge amount of souls you get for pretty much killing just about anything. Even the regular Pontiff Knights that just wander the streets of Irithyll give you like 600 souls. Ah, let's just taking a quick drink. Anyway, we have a little bit of time, so let's get Irithyll of the Boreal Valley started. Because there's quite a few things to be done right at the start of the area. Quite a bit of NPC progression, as it were. Either way, here we are. Irithyll. And of course, Pontiff Salarin will stop at pretty much nothing to put a halt to our progress through Lothric. And we will repay in kind. I guess I can only do that though because I know. Yeah, hello big boy. How exactly did you just hit me? They're like phantom hitboxes, I swear. At least these things are non-respawning. Shame we didn't get the opportunity to repost it though. I've been pretty badass. But so is this entire scenery here. Already know what the thumbnail for this episode is going to be. Either way, the Pontiff's beast is down, and I did not get invaded in the middle of fighting it. Which sometimes does happen. Anyway, we have the small doll from Aldrich's coffin in our possession, so we can actually get to the barrier that's protecting the entrance to Irithyll here. Enter the bonfire beyond. There we go. Right, there's quite a few item pickups here, but we want to be doing a few other things as well while we're here. For starters, I'll just grab the items that are lying around in this plaza. and then we'll return to the Firelink Shrine one more time. Because now that we have come here, we should have progressed some of the NPC questlines, specifically that of Greyrat and of Cirrus. And I'd rather be dealing with those effective immediately. Also, this well, it's pretty much the same design of a well as we saw back in the High Wall of Lothric, isn't it? Kind of, but more put together and less broken. The one in Lothric was less tall. At any rate, I'll go back to Firelink Shrine and speak to Greyrat. Now that we're here, we should be getting the prompt to send him pillaging again, and of course we shall oblige, because we have already moved the necessary NPCs into place to keep him from getting killed on his second outing. The way you can do it is to either progress Sigurd's questline from the cathedral, or to get patches to spawn here in Firelink Shrine and not buy any of Sigurd's armor. Those are one of the two ways to do it.
Oh, hello. Fine work, I say. Discovering Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, all in a day's work. If the tales are true, it is home to old moon-worshipping nobles, and should be packed with treasure. What do you think? Shall I go and see what I can find?
Yes, you shall.
A fine choice. I am Greyrat the Thief. What I bring back will be worthy of that name.
I don't doubt it. Just don't get yourself killed. Which you probably will. But I've met contingencies for that.
I am Greyrat.
Of course, just like last time, it's gonna leave until the next boss fight, so anything I need to buy, I should buy now. I'll go get some standard bolts from you. Should be more than enough. I don't really need any of the other stuff though. I could just buy those for the sake of having bought them.
Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Right. Where's the bow? There it is. The efforts are much appreciated, Greyrat. A fine thief you are. I'm gonna go speak to Yuri as well, though. I don't think she will have anything new at the time.
Speak, thine honourable. Our lord and liege, knowest thou she is a fellow for what?
Yeah, nothing new, nothing new.
Tale with me.
Nothing I can do with Carynx and Orbak either. I did say I want to buy the medium healer for the arena sometime, so I progressed that. Both Orbak and the arena need the entire stock to be cleaned out to progress the questlines toward the end, so that is something we need to be working on. How much do we get out of these? A bit, and even more of a bit. The 11k. I think for now I'm going to spend these on getting whatever consumables I need. Fine on those, I'm sure. Could always use to have more of those around though. Chew through them quite quickly. I'll buy those as well since you have them in limited form. 40 of these now. Good grief. Well, if there's anything I need upgraded to +3, I shouldn't struggle to be able to do so now. Right, and with that being done, we should return to Irithyll for a brief moment. This will be fine. In order to progress Cirrus's questline. So what we're going to see now is going to be a unique summon sign, I suppose. One that's different from most I see in the game. Dark Souls 3 uses this mechanic on quite a few occasions. Yeah, Irithyll is not an easy area. But you wouldn't expect it to be this far in. Yeah, here it is, series of summon sign. Except this is like more of a reverse summon sign. Time to go help Ceres out against the Rosaria's fingers. And hence why she doesn't want us equipped in the Covenant either. Come on. Ceres is just going for it against Crichton over here, who seems to be wearing the obscuring ring. Yeah, Crichton is not someone you want to underestimate. Okay, no thank you. Come on, let's finish this already. How did you get staggered through this? Ooh, nice weapon out.
Thank you for your kind assistance. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
No welcome, Ceres. You've helped me twice already. And with that we should return to Firelink Shrine to speak to Ceres, which also nets us one of the most useful items in the game. The Silver Cat Ring. Which is basically full control. Spook as it's called in DS3. In ring form. A precious item to have, to be sure. There you are, Ceres. And your favorite spot as usual.
I have not thanked you for your generous rescue.
Oh, you kind of have.
That dark spirit was one of Rosaria's fingers. Vile bastard offspring who lurk in the darkness. My sworn enemies. Fearsome invaders, to say the least. I would not have made it alone. You have my deepest gratitude.
A blessed mail breaker and the Silver Cat
If you require
Ring.
help on your travels, I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Thank you kindly.
If you require help on your travel, blessing of...
I'm pretty sure Ceres is the one NPC that has the highest amount of summon signs spread throughout the entire game, all the way up to borderline the end boss of the base game. She is a real one, basically. An ally to the end. Anyway, I think I will leave it here. It is getting late anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around.